Good evening, world. Good morning, world. Ivan Amer here. It is 2:40, 2:39 in the morning. You guys will enjoy this video in a good, I don't know, in a good 6 hours from now around there. Around 8 o'clock, the internet course should be here, so yeah. The internet course should be connected around maybe 7, 8 o'clock. So in a good 4, 5, 6 hours from now, you guys will watch my video that I'm making right now at 2:40 in the morning. Obviously, hope you guys enjoyed my video yesterday that I made. Ivan, you don't make 2 videos anymore that much. Yeah, because I get really tired, man. Like making these videos, guys, wears me out sometimes. Talking for an hour and a half, an hour and 50 minutes, hour and 45 minutes, it's tiring, obviously. That's why you gotta bear with me. You have to bear with me, guys. Hence why whenever I make videos, I always have a coffee. It helps me. It helps keep me energized. I like having a nice coffee for myself. Coffee or tea. I usually have coffee. Have a nice coffee, obviously. Is there? Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about the usual. Alright, you're gonna talk about your theory chain, guys. A high chance I will not build it. I'm just being honest here. I'm not gonna what? I'm not gonna build the theory chain. Most likely, I could perhaps build. We'll see what happens. I might if VJ wants to build it and she agree. And if George Lucas tells me I should build it and VJ wants to build it, I will build it. But if me and VJ come to an agreement and we don't want to build it, I'm not gonna build it. It's just too much work. VJ be like, yeah, Ivan, I don't feel like doing all this work, man. I don't feel like looking at all the cities worldwide and all these fucking countries. Fuck that. We just release it online or release it on Amazon. Yeah, for 4K Blu-ray. Yeah. Ivan, if we're gonna make that kind of money that you said in your videos, that's more than enough money. We don't need any more money. Ivan, do we really need an extra $4 billion? We don't need it, Ivan. If we make $69 billion, $70 billion off Zanus and the merch, we don't need any more money. We do not need any more money, Simsayer. We do not need any more money. Hence why there's a high chance I will not what? High chance I will not what? High chance I will not what? High chance I will not build the theater chain. It's just more work. I guarantee even George Lucas will tell me, Ivan, don't build it. You know what I'm saying? It's just more work. You're just gonna put more stress on yourself. Even if you hire your own development team, you still have to plan the early stages of development. You have to plan out your building interior, your building exterior, your technology. You know what I'm saying? Your speakers. You have to plan how much you want to pay your employees, pay the managers. You have to hire your CEOs. You know what I'm saying? You have to buy all the millions of pounds worth of food. It's crazy, Ivan. Like just take the fuck over on Amazon. Amazon will handle all that dirty work for you. Amazon already has the warehouses worldwide, all over Europe, Canada, America, South America, Mexico. They're in China, they're in Japan, they're in Korea, they're in New Zealand, Australia. They can handle all that work for you, Ivan. You don't need to fucking build this theory chain. And George Juice will even tell me, Ivan, like, you have to ask yourself this question. Like, do you really, the money that you're making off your theory chain, do you even need that money? Is it extra money you don't need, Ivan? You're making more than enough off your Blu-ray, your 4K Blu-ray sales and your merch. You don't need more money, Ivan. See what I'm saying? It's nice to make more money, obviously, but it's money that you don't. It's money that I don't need. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are like, Ivan, you're fucking crazy. You're turning down an opportunity to make more money for yourself. Yes, I'm making enough. I'm making more than enough money. Yeah, but Ivan, you're turning down an opportunity to make even more money for yourself, Ivan. I'm probably like tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, guys, man, I'm making more than enough money. You're getting greedy, guys. Yeah, I'm more greedy. I know you, John. You're greedy. You know what I'm saying? You want to make more money as you can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan, the more money you make, the better, man. Why are you turning down? Like your step families make what their hundred they probably make their $100+ billion every year, yearly, and yet they want to make more money for themselves. Why are you so against making more money for yourself, Ivan? The more money you have, the better. I'm like John. I'm making more than enough off my movie, my merch. I don't need more money. Hence why there's a high chance. But John Favreau might tell me, Ivan, don't do it. It's just more work for you and VJ. Don't build this theater chain, Ivan. Just stick to 4K on Amazon. You and VJ have your IMAX theater. You and VJ have your own IMAX home theater at home. You can each, you're going to get the IMAX experience at home. Yeah, I'm going to get the IMAX experience at home. But John might tell me, Ivan, but what about the rest of the world? The rest of the world can't afford a private IMAX home theater, Ivan. Only the 1% can afford that. Some of the 1%, right? Like, Ivan, like the rest of the world, they're not us, Ivan. They're not making their millions or billions like us. They can't afford a private IMAX theater. They can't afford to put 40, 30 grand, 20 grand into a nice theater room, like Neil Tusa's theater room. They can't afford that, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, but they're still going to get a good experience. They can put a good $2,500, $3,000 into a theater system. They're still going to get a good experience. Yeah, but Ivan, it's not the same experience as IMAX that you're going to get in your condo. I'm like, John, I'm not building the theater chain. It's too much work. Like, I'm already stressed out. I have to look at all these resumes. I have to what? John might offer, Ivan, I'll help you out. I'm more than happy to help you for like $20,000. I'll help you, Ivan. For 10, 15, 20 grand, I'll gladly help you plan it all out. I'm like, John, I'm not building the theater chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, VJ's like, John, I don't want to build it. Me and Ivan are already stressed out enough. We have to what? We have to look at the resumes. We have to look at the resumes. And we also have to what? We have to we have to what? We have to plan out my 3 volumes of Zanus. My 3 volumes of Zanus. We have to plan out my 3 volumes of Zanus. 3 volumes of Zanus for my movie. And that's why I guarantee VJ will be like, Ivan, I don't want to build it. Because VJ's lazy. Yeah. You see VJ, but yeah, you can tell this chick is a lazy chick. VJ's a lazy chick, you know what I'm saying? VJ's like lazy. Ivan, I don't want to build it, man. Ivan, I just want to take my vacation with you and just live the life for a good 8 months and just she'll help me with the resumes obviously and planning my 3 volumes, but she doesn't want to do that and do all that extra work. Ivan, I don't want to build it. I don't want to put more stress on myself. We're already doing enough work. I have to help you with your book, the 3 volumes. We have to take those 30 pages worth of notes. We have to look at all the resumes. I don't want to do all that and have to fucking plan this fucking theater chain, Ivan. The amount of money we're making off the Blu-ray, the 4K Blu-ray movie and merch is enough, Ivan. We don't need to put our money into this theater chain. I'm like, you're right, VJ. We don't need to put money into the theater chain. Yes. We don't need to put more money into the theater chain. See what I'm saying, huh? Yeah. Hence why there's a high chance I will not build it. But who knows? I might, if VJ agrees to build it, who knows? Me and VJ perhaps we might come to an agreement. We might build it. You never know. We'll see what happens. There's a high chance I might perhaps build it, but there's a high chance I will not build it either. See what I'm saying? A high chance I will not build a theater chain. See what I'm saying? High chance I will not build the theater chain. Because it's just what? It's just, it's too much work, man. But Peter Jackson will still be happy with 4K Blu-ray. Ivan, 4K Blu-ray is good enough. You don't have to release it on theaters. But at the same time, Peter might tell me, Ivan, you crazy? Build that theater chain. You know, it's in the world. We'll get an unheard of IMAX experience, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, Peter, it's going to cost you billions. Ivan, it's a good investment. You'll make your money back easily. Like, for your movies, you're looking at the whole English-speaking world and, like, China, Japan, all those countries, all those people watching your movie. You'll make your money back easily, Ivan. You'll make your $30 billion, $25 billion back easy, Ivan. It's a good investment. You know, so I'm like, Peter, Peter, like, the money I'm making off my 4K Blu-ray movie and merch is enough. Ivan, you're turning down an opportunity to make more money for yourself? You're fucking weird, Ivan. Like, why are you so against making tens of more billions of dollars? Because, Peter, I have more than enough. I don't need any more money. Yeah, but Ivan, like, your family makes what? Your family are multi-trillionaires. They probably have, like, 2-3 trillion in their bank, 4 trillion in their bank. They make probably like their 100, 250 billion every year, and yet they always try to make more money for themselves. Why are you against making more money for yourself, Ivan? You're fucking king. You deserve this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're turning down an extra 30, 40 billion dollars for yourself, Ivan. You're crazy. I would fucking build this theater chain. That's more money for me. I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. The amount of money I'm making off my 4K movie and merch is enough. If I make $70 billion, I don't need an extra $34 billion. It's enough money, man. It's too much money. It's not. It's more, Peter. It's more than enough. This money is enough to last me and VJ for tens of thousands of years. $60 billion is enough to last me and VJ for what? For 3, 4, 5, 6,000, 7,000 years, man. It's so much money. We don't need any more money, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And John Favreau might even ask me, Ivan, why don't you turn Zanes into a game? You can easily turn your 5 movies into games, Ivan. Like for The Great Escape, you can have something like James Bond, Hitman. You know what I'm saying? For what? For what? For Zanes, you can easily have something like the Lord of the Rings games. You know what I'm saying? You have the story game and you have one-on-ones. You can easily do that, Ivan. You'll make billions for yourself, Ivan. I'm like, guys, I'm not investing money in games. Ivan, why are you such against making more money? Because, guys, it's the amount of money I'm making is enough. I don't need any more money, man. John's like, Ivan, you're against making more money for yourself? I'm like, no, I'm not against it. But there's a saying in this world, how much money is enough? And the amount of money I'm making on my 4K Billion movie and merch is enough. I don't need any more money, guys. If I make $69 billion, that's enough money. I don't need to make any more money. It's too much. It's way too much money. It's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a lot of money. I don't need any more money. Yeah, but Ivan, like you're against making more money for yourself. Like you can easily put 400, 500 million into a nice Xanus game online, and you know what I'm saying, like Rabbi will be all over that. You know what I'm saying, Rabbi will be all over your game, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, guys, I am not making any games. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not building the theater chain. The only thing I might consider doing, guys, is building the theater chain. But other than that, I'm not investing my money in parks, restaurants, games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not investing my money in any of that. I'm just gonna stick to Sky Source. That's enough. That way I have tunnel vision. Me and VJ are not stressed out. Even VJ be like, oh, I'm not interested in investing my money in anything else, man. We're making more enough money. We don't need more money. Yes, we're making more enough money, VJ. We don't need more money. That's why just stick to Sky Source. That way you have tunnel vision. We act in our movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. We experience the buzz. We go on the world tour. You know what I'm saying? The red carpet happens. We sign all the autographs, everything. The fans get their posters and their mugs, and they get the Forker in the mail. And me and VJ experience the fame, and we take our break, and we focus on what the Great Escape, and then after the Great Escape, we focus on their unique. VJ, after we finish this movie, I just want to take what? I just want to take a good 8-month vacation with you and just enjoy myself with you for a good like 8 months, and then we can focus on the Great Escape. We can focus on the Great Escape movie. Sincere. You guys probably think I'm crazy, Ivan. You're fucking crazy, man. Like you have an opportunity to make all that extra moolah, all that extra money. You're turning it down. You know what I'm saying, like you're crazy, Ivan. I would invest money after you. It's more money. Like, yeah, I'm not like you guys. Yeah, even though I love money and it's nice to have a lot of money, like, money isn't the end all be all for me. You know what I'm saying? I love money, obviously. It's nice to have money. Trust me, I know the feeling of being poor. It sucks. It's not fun when you don't have money in your account, obviously. You can't buy shit. It sucks, obviously. But there's a saying in this world, how much money is enough. It's nice to be rich. It's nice to have tens of billions in your bank, but there's a saying, how much money is enough. The amount of money I'm making off my movies and merch is enough. I don't need any more money. You know what I'm saying? It's enough. Yeah. As me and VJ are going to make a good 70 to even 80, 90 billion, perhaps even 100 billion off my movie and my merch. Around there. About maybe 90 billion. 90 billion is more than enough money. I don't need any more money. You see what I'm saying? It's enough money. I'm like, guys, $90 billion. Yeah, Peter's like, Ivan, you're crazy. Like, you would make more money for yourself. I'm like, Peter, I'm making enough money. I don't need more money. Yeah, but Ivan, you're turning down the opportunity to make more money for yourself? Like, fuck, man, if I were you, I would invest money. I would invest my money in a bunch of stuff, man. I'd make way more money, man, for myself. Like, Peter, you're getting greedy, man. Peter, I know you're obsessed with money. You love money. You're getting really greedy, Peter. The amount of money I make off my 4K movie and merch is enough. I'm not going to invest my money in the theater chain. And I'm not going to invest my money in games. You see what I'm saying? It's enough. Yeah, but Ivan, you'll make your billions off your games. You'll make your $400 million back easily. You're going to make your billions off your games, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, I'm not investing my money in games. You see what I'm saying? I'm just going to stick to Sky, so it's enough. I'm not going to invest my money in games. It's funny because for the Great Escape, you can easily have a game like James Bond and Hitman. You have the story, obviously. Me and Vijay, we can't find jobs and become badass hitmen, obviously. And then for their unique, you can have something like Life is Strange True Colors. There was a game called Life is Strange True Colors. Obviously, it's you have like you make choices and decisions, and it's like a romance story. Yeah, you can do something like that, but they're unique. And the him that movie is something like King Kong, the 2005 game that came out on Xbox, and then Western gangster movie is something like Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, yeah, an amazing game. Yeah, I told you I'm not going to invest my money in games. Some fans are going to ask me, Ivan, are you? I don't know. Whenever I make the money off my book, obviously, whenever I make the money off my book, obviously, and I see my wife in Los Angeles, and I go to Vancouver, and the fans ask me for pictures for my book. Ivan, I loved your book. Some fans want to ask me, hey, Ivan, are you going to turn your book into a movie? You know, yeah. I'm going to turn my book into a movie. I'm gonna start my own film studio. Oh, really? Yeah, nice, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna turn this into a movie, Ivan. You should do it. You're looking at an amazing story. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know, hey, Ivan, are you gonna turn this into a game? I'm like, no, guys, I'm not turning it. Are you gonna build a theater? Are you gonna release your movies on theaters, Ivan? Some fans might ask, are you gonna release it on theaters on IMAX? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm like, no, guys. I'm like, do you have enough money to build your theater chain, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, I have enough. Then why don't you build it, Ivan? That way we can watch movies on theaters, Ivan, on IMAX with a popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Where your fans, Ivan, will gladly pay $17 and buy your food at your theaters, Ivan. I'm like, guys, I'm not building the theater chain. Yeah, but Ivan, like, you'll make more money. You'll make your money back. Like, even if it costs you billions, Ivan, you're gonna make your billions back, Ivan. Like, you're looking at the whole world watching your movies. You're gonna make your money back, Ivan, easily. I mean, I know I will, but I'm making more. I made more than enough money off my book, and I'm gonna make more than enough money off my 4K Blu-ray movie and merch. If me and VJ make 65, 69 billion dollars off the movies and merch, that's enough money. We don't need any more money. You see what I'm saying? It's enough money. Hence why I'm not high chance I will not build it, but I might perhaps build it. We'll see what happens. Most likely not. Most likely not. I will not build it. See what I'm saying? Most likely not. I will not build it. I will not build the theater chain. See what I'm saying? Most likely not. I will not build the theater chain. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Are you saying you don't love money? No, I love money. It's nice to have a lot of money. Having a lot of money is nice, obviously. I'm greedy, obviously. You know, and I will never let anyone dupe me like that, obviously. I'm greedy, obviously, but like money isn't the end all be all to me, obviously. It isn't everything. Like a lot of people, they treat money as like as like the greatest gift. You know what I'm saying? Like they think it's like, yeah, I love money. Trust me, I love money. It's nice to have a lot of money. It's a good feeling to know that you have so much money in your bag. You can get your nice clothes, your nice cars. But there's a saying in this world: how much money is enough? The amount of money I'm making off the what? Off the movie and the merch is enough. I don't need any more money. Peter's like, Ivan, like, so you're turning down an opportunity to make an extra $40 billion for yourself, Ivan? $35 billion. You're turning down an opportunity. You'll make more money for yourself. If you invest your money in games, you're gonna make your billions, Ivan. In a good like 30 years, you and VJ are gonna be like in a good 30, 40 years, you guys are gonna be worth close to that $1 trillion range, Ivan. You're turning down all that money, Ivan. I would do that, and I'm saying, yeah. I'm like, guys, I am not in if I invested my money in games and theater chain and my Forker Blu-ray, by time in a good like 30 years, me and VJ will be worth like 700, 600 billion, even close to $1 trillion. Me and VJ will be worth. We're now getting into the gatekeeper range of net worth. As the gatekeepers are probably worth a couple $1 trillion, two maybe $3 trillion are worth. They're fucking loaded. They probably have like $1.5 trillion bank. They're fucking loaded people, man. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like John Harley, Ivan, like you're gonna make way more money for yourself if you invest your money in games and build a theater chain. You're gonna make way more money for yourself. I'm like, John, I'm not investing my money in games and I'm not investing my money in the theater chain. I'm sticking to Forker on Amazon. It's enough. And John's like, Ivan, it's fine. Yeah, Ivan, you're right. You're making more. You're making way too much money. Yeah, the amount of money you're making, Ivan, is too much. It's embarrassment of riches. Yeah, it's too much. $60 billion, $69 is enough to last me and VJ for like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years. It's a lot of money. We don't need any more money, guys. I'm not crazy like the gatekeepers who wanna suck every money dry in the world. I'm saying the gatekeepers are obviously really, really greedy people. Like they have like a couple $1 trillion in their bank, and they won't even let me make my billions or my tens of millions off my YouTube channel because they're fucking crazy people. Obviously, they want to take all my money because they're greedy animals. Yeah, we're already making on our 100, 200, 250 billion dollars every year off from the money made around the world, the hundreds of trillions made around the world, and we want to take all of Ivan's tens of billions too because they're greedy people, they're greedy animals. Hence why I came here with these stupid keys. Obviously, that way I can have my own money. Obviously, and have control over my own money. I'm saying, and the only way to have control over your money is if you have your own keys. You have to be able to open your own door. Otherwise, if you don't, you have to sell to a gatekeeper. If you sell to the gatekeeper, he controls your money, and he'll pay you a lot of money, obviously. But you're under the gatekeeper. You sold out. You sold out to him, and in return, he opens the door for you, and he pays you a rich paycheck. But he's taking all the money. So I'm saying. In other words, if I didn't have the keys and I was in Hollywood, the gatekeepers would probably pay me maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 million for a movie. And they would give me maybe like, I don't know, 10% of the gross sales of all my movies. And I'd make maybe 300, 500, 600, a billion dollars maybe. While they take my tens of billions. Yeah, they would take all my money, man. So all the money that I'm making off those ticket sales obviously, the gatekeepers would be taking all that money. And they would give me VJ maybe 600 million in royalties and like $20 million salary. They'd pay us probably a lot of money, but it's pocketing how much they're making. They would take all of me and VJ's money that they're not worth. That's the only reason why they're making that money is because of me. That's why I came here with the stupid keys, obviously. You know these keys piss me off and I trip, obviously. God gave me these keys, that way I can open my own door. I don't have to sell to the gatekeepers. Ivan, I want you to be free and rich. I don't want you to be a dirty slave and be a sellout under the gatekeepers. Yeah, if I didn't have the keys, I'd have to share with the world. You guys are crazy psychopaths. And I would have to what? I would get a trashy garbage wife, and my wife would see hell. My relationship would be destroyed, and the gatekeepers would be taking all my money, man. Everything. The gatekeepers are already taking VJ's money. As VJ's movies, everyone watches it, and the gatekeepers take all their money, and they sabotage the results. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, VJ's only making probably like 250K, 300K for fucking independent movies. Yeah, VJ deserves her rich like $100 million salary and her nice what, like 10% of the fucking gross of each movie. She'd be a billionaire by now, VJ, if the doors were open on her in Hollywood. If the doors were fully open on Hollywood with VJ, she'd be a billionaire by now because she has the keys like me. She's God like me. She's not as big as me, obviously. I'm bigger than her, obviously, because I'm wide, but VJ's big too. VJ would be a multi-billionaire by now had the doors been open on Hollywood, but the doors are locked on her. Just like the doors are locked on me. Had the doors been open on me, I would have been making like $40 million a year doing YouTube. Yeah, man. I'd make like $40, $30 million a year doing YouTube if the doors were open on me. But the gatekeepers locked all the doors, man. Everything locked. Because they're fucking crazy psychopaths, man. They're not going to mess with VJ, man. They're willing to keep me poor for the rest of my life, man. That's how rapid they are. You're willing to never let me see my wife at the same time keep me poor for the rest of my life. Because they're crazy people, yeah, man. As they're soon gonna sell the house, obviously. That's why I've noticed over the past couple of years a lot of renovations have been going on in the house. Because what? All of us are all getting older now. We're all 30 now. Most people when they're 30 years old, they all move out and have kids. I told you, all the people who I knew in my life, most of them are all married with like kids, man, and they have like good paying jobs, like 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, 80, 90,000 dollar paying jobs. All the people who I knew in Darcy and other schools I went to, yeah, they all have good paying jobs. They're either married with kids and they all bought their own house, or they're engaged, or they're in a serious relationship, obviously, and they're living in an apartment. They all have good paying jobs. All these people who I knew in my life, obviously. Whereas I'm the only one who's like a failure because the gatekeepers lock the doors on me. Because I have my own keys, I'm gonna be way more successful than all those guys. So it all worked out for the good, obviously. As I finished my book, all I'm doing now is just going over editing my book with my younger step brother, and because I have the keys. And I have the keys, obviously. I can open my door. I'll make my billions off my book, obviously. It all worked out for me, obviously. As none of those guys who I grew up with are going to be me. They're all going to be making like 50, 60, 70, 80, 100K a year. Some of them might be successful and maybe make 100K a year, maybe. 100K, 150, even 200K a year. A successful trade business, or like they moved up in the government. They work in the government for 20 years and they make 100K. They're successful, but they're not me. As Ivan O'Meara made his, I don't know, he made his 17 billion, 20, 25, 27 billion dollars off his book. I don't know, I make my 17 billion dollars off my book, my 19 billion dollars off my book. Money that these guys dream of making, they're never gonna make. It's tough. It's tough in this world to even make 200, 300K a year. And Ivan made his easy billions because I have the keys. I'm the son of God. I'm special. I'm special. I'm supposed to be. I'm a celebrity, man. I'm a walking money machine. I'm supposed to be a celebrity. I wasn't supposed to be an average person hanging out with these average people. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we all know Ivan's living the ghetto life. He's not supposed to be hanging out with us. Yes, I'm supposed to be hanging out with guys like Biebs. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to be hanging out with guys like Biebs and like Dylan O'Brien and all them. I was supposed to be hanging out with those guys. I wasn't supposed to be hanging out with these average people, man. Yeah, Ivan's supposed to be hanging out with us. He's not supposed to be hanging out with these average people. Yes. I'm supposed to be hanging out with the celebrities. I'm not supposed to be hanging out with these fucking average people. I'm the fucking son of God. I'm supposed to be famous and rich, but the gatekeepers betrayed me in VJ and they locked the doors on me and they caused this mess. Hence why I came here with the stupid keys, and hence why I had no choice but to write my own book. Best book ever written, by the way. And now what? Now I finished my book. I'm going over my book. I'll be done probably around the end of January, end of February next year. I'll be done. I'm more than halfway into the editing process. My book is 444 pages, and I'm like 250 pages in. So I'm more than halfway into my book. I have a good like 190 pages left around there. I'm more than halfway into it. You know what I'm saying? End of the year, I'll probably be around maybe 340, 350 pages by the end of the year around there. And then, yeah, probably around the end of March, around there next year, I'll be done editing my book. And after that, I have to go over it again for typos. The sentence structures are all fixed. We have to go over it again to make sure there's no typos. That'll probably take another 2-3 months. And after that, I can get it formatted, reformatted, and then get it copyrighted, and I'm done. And it's 2024, early 2024 around there will be the year of the Seth Hyman's going to sit me upstairs. And your true democracy will show. And once I find out how wicked you are, I'm peacing out. I'm going to cry my heavy tears. I'm going to have sex with my stepmother and be a porn star. You guys are wicked people, man. And I'm going to cry my heavy tears and suffer death. I wake up 1 second later and you guys are going to be left behind. You're not going to be saved. When I'm king, you're going to pay the silver price. You're not going to be saved. See what I'm saying? You know, once I'm king, you guys are going to remember this poor man who you saw on YouTube. You're going to remember VJ, who was a trashy porn star in Hollywood. You're going to remember us. And me and VJ are going to live the life, and you're left behind. You're not saved. You're left behind. You're not saved. See what I'm saying? You're left behind. You're not saved. I keep saying that. Yeah. 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 So high chance, guys, I will not build that theory chain. I'm just going to stick to 4K Blue on Amazon. And if you guys want to get a theatrical experience, I recommend you buy a theater system. And stay in your lane. If you make 50, 40, 60K a year, I recommend you get around that $2,500 theater range, $3,000 range around there. If you make 80, 90, 100K, if you make $50,000 to about $80,000, I recommend you get like $1,500 to $3,000, $4,000 range for your theater system. Don't go any harder than $4,000. Otherwise, you're gonna be drowned in debt. Like if you make $70K a year, don't get a $10,000 theater system. No, stay in your lane, guys. Get a good get a theater system that works with your budget. Okay, I have enough money to make these monthly payments on my Visa. If I buy a $4,000 theater system, I'll have enough to make a nice like $60 payment for monthly payment for my theater system. See what I'm saying? Whereas if you get a $10,000 payment system, you're gonna have to make like a what? Like maybe a $120, $140 a month payment for your debit card, and it's gonna drain all your money. You might be behind your payments, and if you're able to afford it, it's gonna drain all your money. You're gonna have like no money for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But there's some people who I know for a fact there's some people who are what. I don't know. There's some people who make $50K a year. They're like, I want this one. I'm saying I want this $10,000 one. I know the wife tells her husband, and the husband's whipped. Obviously, I want this one. I want this $10,000 one. And it's too expensive. I don't care. I want this one. I want to get the best experience. Because some people are crazy, obviously, and they end up buying it, and they end up they're stressed out because they have to pay off their $10,000 credit, their $10,000 Visa credit. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You have to pay off their $10,000 Visa credit, and you're stressed out. Then it's gonna take me like 7, 8 years to pay this fucking thing off. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Right? Yeah. Ivan, what? If you make 100K a year and you're upper class, if you make 100 plus thousand a year, 100, 200, 150, 180, 300,000, 400,000, $500,000 a year, then you can obviously afford a $10,000 theater system. Obviously, right? You can obviously afford a $10,000 theater system, but if you're middle class and you're not upper class, stay in your lane, guys. Stick to that 1,500 to like two 2,500, 3,000, $4,000 range on our max around there. Don't be stupid and get like a seven, eight, nine, $10,000 theater system, and all of a sudden you have to make all these payments. Yeah, I can afford. Yeah, even if you can afford it, chances are you're gonna have no money for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to pay. You have so many bill payments to make. As most people who make 50, 60, 70K a year, they only have like 350, like 250 to like $400 for themselves after they pay their bills. After each paycheck, they have a couple $100 for themselves to spend. There's nothing worse than having, I don't know, $300 to spend and a good like 100 that's going towards paying your debit card fees, your debit card payments. Yeah, you're paying, I don't know, 150 a month in debit card payments, and half your money's gone, and you only have like 180 for yourself to spend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As most people who make 50, 40, 60, 70K a year, they probably have a couple $100 themselves to spend after they pay their bills. 250, 300 maybe, 400. Whereas the ones who make like 80, 90, 100, those guys have at least like 700 to even $1,200 for themselves to spend. They're making a very good living. They're rich, obviously. If you make 100K a year, chances are that guy has a good like 800, 900, like even $1,000 for himself after each paycheck. Even like $1,500 for himself. They're fucking rich, those people. You make 100K a year. Because you're making like your 5,000, like you're making your like 5,000 like 100 every month. You know what I'm saying? You buy a $500 house, you're making like, I don't know, you're paying $18,000 mortgage, like another $1,500 for your nice cars. You're gonna have a good like $1,000, $1,200 or so. Those guys can easily afford a $10,000 theater system. Even if it costs them $250 a month in payments, they can easily afford it because they're making a lot of money. Whereas you make 50, 60K a year and you're a middle class family, stay in your lane. Don't be stupid and get like a $10,000 fucking theater system. You can if you want. I'm just saying, if you do that, you're gonna drown yourself in debt and you're gonna be stressed out making these monthly payments, and you're gonna have no money for yourself. Even though I recommend you guys get a theater system, I don't want you guys to be drowned in debt. I want you guys to be smart. You're not me and VJ. Don't hate me. You're not billionaires like me and her. Be smart. You're not the celebrities, and you're not part of the upper class. Be smart. Stay in your lane based on how much you make, man. Don't be stupid and get like a $10,000, $12,000 theater system if you're making 50K a year. Otherwise, you're gonna drown yourself in debt. I'm gonna shut my account here.